Many of you enjoyed our last two Mystical Stations videos on Bergen Street and Wilson Avenue. So today, we're continuing the series with 42nd Street Port Authority Bus Terminal, a station that shares a surprising amount in common with the two. The Port Authority Bus Terminal station is located on the IND's 8th Avenue subway line in Manhattan. It was built as part of the original section of the 8th Avenue line between 207th Street and Inwood and Chambers Street in Lower Manhattan. The station features two staggered island platforms and a side platform, which we'll get into a bit later. The two island platforms opened on September 10th, 1932, along with the rest of the 8th Avenue line. At the time, A express trains and AA local trains served the station, with locals stopping on the outer tracks and express trains stopping on the inner tracks. As mentioned before, the platforms are staggered. The IND expected this to be a high-use station, so they built wide platforms to accommodate the crowds. However, to not exceed any surrounding property lines, they staggered the platforms. The southbound platform extends from 40th to 42nd Street, and the northbound platform extends from 42nd Street to 44th Street. Combined, the two platforms stretch nearly 1,200 feet, which earned this station the title of the longest subway station in the world at the time of its construction. Beneath these wide platforms was another platform, albeit unfinished, built with the rest of the line. This single side platform connected with the tracks coming from the 53rd Street line and the lower level of 50th Street, just one station north. However, with the platform left unfinished, trains from the 53rd Street line had to merge with 8th Avenue locals right before 42nd Street, causing delays as trains took time to depart the already crowded platform. By 1952, the city had enough and finally completed and opened this platform. With the lower level in operation, new escalators and stairwells were installed, including a direct mezzanine to platform escalator that no longer exists today. The platform's primary use was to ease congestion during rush hours, while during off-peak times, trains from 53rd Street used the upper level. Trains stopping on the lower level merged with the 8th Avenue line just north of the next station, 34th Street. From the late 1950s to 1981, special trains to Rockaway Playland and Aqueduct Racetrack started from this platform. The platform ceased normal use in the 1980s, and by sometime in the 1990s, the lower level platform and the tracks that led to and from it were permanently removed from passenger service. In the early 2010s, the lower level was partially demolished to make room for the 7-line extension to Hudson Yards. The station features a mezzanine stretching the entire length of both platforms. This was one of 4 stations on the 8th Avenue line designed with the intention of doubling as a shopping center, which explains why the mezzanine is so long and why there are so many vacant retail slots here. This mezzanine also includes a direct connection to the Port Authority Bus Terminal, which was built in 1950 and also has a passageway to the nearby Times Square subway station. This passageway opened 2 months after the station's opening and required an additional fare when traveling between Times Square and the station at Port Authority. The passageway was placed within fare control in 1988 and transfers were made free between the systems at this location. The passageway has 2 pieces of artwork within it, one named The Revelers by Jane Dickinson, and another named The Commuter's Lament by Norman B. Culp. The mezzanine itself also has artwork named Losing My Marbles by Lisa Denhofer. that just about wraps up our look at the Port Authority Bus Terminal Station. Down below in the comments, let me know what you think about this station, and if you enjoyed this deep dive and would like to see more content like this in the future, consider supporting the channel by liking the video and subscribing.